Rudy's skateboard was teetering on the edge of the highest half-pipe in the skateway. His nerves rattled as he stared down the sheer ramp, which was sloping away like a huge concrete wave. His two best friends, Femi and Edie, were watching nearby. Femi was wide-eyed and waiting to be amazed. Edie's ghostly aura was glowing with anticipation. But if Rudy chickened out, they wouldn't think any less of him. They all loved practicing tricks and always hung out at the skateway after school, but none of them had ever done the daring double. At least, not yet. "Are you sure about this, Rudy?" Edie called out, as Femi resisted the urge to hide behind his bandages. He couldn't miss this. The afternoon sun glinted in Rudy's eyes as he gave his friends a reassuring wink. He kicked off. His skateboard hit the ramp. The autumn breeze flicked his spiky fringe, pushing back his little wolf ears. Rudy's wheels spun in a blur, down the ramp and up the other side, then whoosh! He shot into the air. Rudy's friends watched, willing him to make it. He grabbed his skateboard, and the world spun around him as he flipped in a daring double somersault. Femi's and Edie's jaws dropped. But Rudy landed safely back on his wheels and scraped to a stop at the bottom of the concrete pipe with a pop slam. "That was awesome!" Femi cried, almost bursting out of his bandages. "And ever so slightly stupid," Edie said. "You are mortal, remember?" Rudy smiled, flashing his pointy canines. He couldn't believe he'd done it. "Let me try," Femi said, and ran to the top of the half-pipe. "Be careful, yeah?" Rudy called out, fearing for his friend. Femi looked good as he kicked off, but halfway down, a loose bandage caught in his wheels. Edie and Rudy gasped. The faster Femi skated, the more his bandages unraveled and tangled until... whoomp! Femi's board flipped over and he crash-landed on the ramp with a ball of bandages around his ankles. Rudy and Edie ran to their friend. "Are you okay?" Rudy asked. Femi groaned and gave them a thumbs up. Edie clapped her hands, delighted and relieved. "That was spectacular, Femi. Just not in a good way." As she and Rudy began untangling their friend, Rudy froze. "How?"